Action News This Morning.
The man suspected of targeting women in the area is off the street. How a conflict of conscience may have led to it all.
These are evening wind chills, but actual low temperatures overnight could even be colder than this. I'll tell you how quickly we can bounce back from the frigidness.
And things are heating up on the campaign trail. Here to take the debate stage in South Carolina tonight.
This is breaking news from the 7 Action Newsroom.
We begin with breaking news tonight. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia has died. U.S. Marshal Service in Washington confirming Scalia's death at a private residence in the Big Bend area of South Texas. The ABC affiliate in El Paso, Texas, says the 79-year-old died in his sleep last night after a day of quail hunting. Justice Scalia had retired for the evening and was found dead Saturday morning. Here now is ABC's Elena Zach with the latest on his passing.
Good evening. Justice Scalia's passing, his sudden death has the potential to be a political game changer as the anchor of the court's conservative wing passes in the dusk of a liberal presidency.
Associate Justice Antonin Scalia was found dead of apparent natural causes at a resort in West Texas. He reportedly died in his sleep. Scalia was the longest-serving justice on the current United States Supreme Court, nominated by President Ronald Reagan in 1986.
Getting nominated to the Supreme Court is the culmination of a dream, of course, and I'm greatly honored that the president would have such confidence in me. And
he was confirmed unanimously by the Senate and became the first Italian-American member of the court. Scalia quickly became the anchor of judicial conservatism, fiercely at odds with what conservatives call judicial activism.
To the sheer force of his personality, he, for 3 decades, led the conservative movement in American law to roll back the era of liberal activism.
Scalia, nicknamed Nino, was widely known for his high intellect, his elegant writing, and his caustic wit. Chief Justice John Roberts issued a statement calling his late colleague, quote, an extraordinary individual and jurist, admired and treasured by his colleagues. Anton Scalia leaves behind a wife and 9 children. He was 79.
And with Scalia's passing, there is already political jockeying. Some GOP leaders saying President Obama should not be the person to select Scalia's successor. Instead, they say the next president should have that honor. Reporting live from Washington, Lana Zach, ABC News. Back to you.
Lana, thank you. The President and First Lady extending their condolences to the Scalia family today following the passing of the Supreme Court jurist. A man accused of targeting women here in Metro Detroit is off the street tonight, and we're learning he turned himself in. 7 Action News reporter Camila Mary has the very latest on this for us from Bloomfield Township.
And some of these attempted abductions even happened inside a fast food restaurant. We talked to a lot of people today who have been following the story. They say they are very relieved this man is off the streets. This guy off the streets after allegedly trying to abduct 4 separate women in Bloomfield Township. He turned himself into police last night.
Yeah, there's a big sense of relief.
I'm glad he did the right thing. We don't want that type of person out on the street.
The 49-year-old Pontiac man was targeting women in this shopping center at Woodward and Square Lake Road. He offered money to some. Another he allegedly grabbed while she was still in her car. It was in the middle of the afternoon on Thursday in an area that sees little crime. Michelle Dahl lives just a few miles away.
Like you said, it's really safe around here, and I did not feel safe yesterday at all.
The suspect's red van caught on camera and now in evidence at the Bloomfield Township Police Department. And while people we talked to are relieved this man is in custody, some say you can never be too careful.
You know, you always got to watch your back, look over your shoulder, you see who's coming behind you. You know, it's just sad.
And at this hour, the police department is just waiting on warrants to be signed from the prosecutor's office. Once that is complete, this man could be arraigned as early as tomorrow. In Bloomfield Township, Camila Mary, 7 Action News.
Frigid blasts of Arctic air gripping the country tonight. Some cities are dealing with the coldest weather they've seen in decades. New York City may tie a 100-year-old record by tomorrow. If temperatures drop below 2 degrees, it would beat the record set back in 1916. The National Weather Service is warning everyone to bundle up and pack on the layers. These conditions are extremely dangerous and can lead, of course, to frostbite and hypothermia. Same goes here in Metro Detroit. Look at this year's Winter Blast. It's a popular event in downtown Detroit in Campus Martius, but it is cold. You want to certainly bundle up if you're going to take part this evening or tomorrow in the activities there. 7 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Dave Rexroth is here with more on what to expect in the hours and days ahead. Dave?
Yeah, I'll tell you the good news down there at the Winter Blast, which is really cold. They have every 150 feet. You go any 150 feet in any direction, you can find a warming tent or a big old pile of wood on fire. So that's kind of nice. Here's the deal. Wind chill right now, 3 in Detroit. It hasn't dropped in an hour, though. That's good. It was 0 to Mount Clemens, 2 below in Pontiac, one of the coldest spots around here. All these numbers will go down tonight, but there's not nearly the kind of wind tonight as there was last night, so that helps. A little bit of a breeze out there, blowing a couple snowflakes by. You can see that line running right through the heart of the metro area here, diminishing quite quickly. That's not really an issue too much. All right, wind speeds, not much. Around 5, 6, 7 at the highest. Windsor's 10, everybody else is around that 3 to 7 range. So, again, that helps out quite a bit. It does allow you to get colder with the temperature, but the wind chill then doesn't become so bad. So, morning low temperatures forecast, 0 Detroit and Taylor, 8 below in Ypsi, 6 below in Port Huron, 5 below in Lake Orion. Yeah, pretty cold stuff. But again, the wind is not nearly as biting. So wind chills tonight in a few spots might go to 10 below tomorrow, and the first part of the day might go to 5 below. And then we start Monday with some snow. By the time you get up, it's probably already flying. By the time you get on the roads, they may already be white. We'll talk about how much you could see and a quick bounce back for temperatures coming up.
All right, Dave, thanks. Developing tonight, a man slams his car into a porch while trying to escape a drive-by shooting. It happened around 11 this morning in the 4200 block of Tyler on Detroit's west side. Police say the suspect fired shots from an SUV as the victim was driving down the street. 7 Action News spoke to the homeowner, who says it's going to be tough to fix the damage.
We have no front porch. You know, the bricks are demolished. And our landlord just left. So, hey, I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know who's going to pay for it, but this is where we live, and it is what it is.
Witnesses say the man was shot in the arm. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Police are still searching for the suspect. If you have any information, call Detroit Police. And a man was found shot to death outside a dope house on Detroit's east side. Right now, police are searching for the suspect. It happened just after 1 this afternoon in the 5200 block of Canton. No arrests have been made yet. If you have any information on this, please call police as well. And 64-year-old Perry Ulmer is recovering tonight after he was sucker punched during a robbery. Police are still searching for the 3 suspects. The attack all caught on camera last week inside a liquor store on Detroit's west side. You can see one of the men takes a swing at Ulmer and he falls to the ground, knocked unconscious. Suspects then grab his money and take off. Making matters worse, Ulmer says he's known those 3 suspects for years. If you have any information about them or their whereabouts, call police. The state health agency is pushing Genesee County to stop charging Flint residents for lead testing. The state wants to foot the bill for anyone who does not have health insurance or whose insurer will not cover tests. A private lab has been directly billing patients who have gotten their blood tested. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention wants all Flint children under the age of 6 to have their blood tested for lead by April 1st. New developments tonight in the plan to widen I-75 in Oakland County. This is Chopper 7 video over the area set to be expanded. Starting Tuesday, crews will start clearing trees and brush along the highway. According to MDOT, the traffic impacts of the work will be minimal. There will be shoulder closures at various locations between Square Lake and Squirrel Roads. Road work on the first segment from South Boulevard to Coolidge Road expected to start in July and will take about 2 years to complete. The project will be completed in 8 phases in all. The final phase from 8 to 9 mile roads sets to start in the year 2030. Still ahead on Action News at 6, Cupid paid a visit to senior citizens here in Metro Detroit. Plus, changes coming to how school leaders are able to discuss ballot proposals here in Michigan. What this means for Michigan schools next. New tonight, Detroit police officers are making Valentine's Day a little sweeter for senior citizens. The department hosted its 2nd annual Cupid Senior Valentine's Day Dance today. Nearly 300 people came out to enjoy a day filled with festive treats and music. It's a way to honor senior citizens who volunteer in the community throughout the year.
So our seniors are very active with us, and they do so many different things, and we just want them to know that we appreciate them, and we wanted them to have a good time, and we wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day dance with them.
Officers were also on hand to bust a few moves. The department says it hopes this event will continue to grow each year. Developing tonight, the state legislature working to rewrite a controversial law signed recently by Governor Rick Snyder. The measure prohibits municipalities and schools from informing the public about ballot proposals and millages 60 days prior to an election. The governor admits he has issues with certain parts of the new law. Some public officials are unclear on exactly how they're allowed to communicate to voters. Coming up, GOP hopefuls are getting ready tonight, bringing out their Southern charm for the debate in South Carolina. And Dave Rexroth returns with a full look at your frigid 7 first alert forecast. That's when we return in just a moment.
Right down the street.
Now, an update to the East Side eyesore. It caught the attention of our Ronnie Dahl, and she worked to track down the owner of this dump truck. We went to the location earlier this afternoon, and we're happy to report the truck was gone. Now, there's still a lot of garbage and debris in the area, but this is a big improvement. Neighbors along the clean streets of tidy houses are happy the area is beginning to get cleaned up. Now to a community effort to show support for the mother who was stabbed outside the GM Tech Center. The manager at Buffalo Wild Wings in Royal Oak tells Action News there will be a fundraiser for Stephanie Kerr this coming week. It will be from 5 to 9 Wednesday night, February 17th. Proceeds of the evening will go to the mother's hospital bills and other expenses that may accumulate as she recovers. Siobhan Taylor has been charged for attacking her mother 9 times in the neck, back, and torso. The 32-year-old faces attempted murder charges. Campaign trail getting heated in the race for the White House. Democrats are out west while the Republicans get ready to debate tonight in South Carolina, just a week ahead of the GOP primary there. ABC's Lana Zach has the very latest.
From the rally stage,
we lead the world when we have a shared identity.
To the debate stage, Jeb Bush and John Kasich warming up for tonight's GOP face-off by courting voters in South Carolina.
Give me a chance to take this message to America. Give me the votes that you have and call 3 people and get them to vote.
The first showdown in the South will feature the remaining 6 Republican candidates, and some contenders are expecting the tone will shift.
And as it gets closer, it's going to get nastier and nastier and nastier, and they get personal, they get ugly.
Jeff Cruz, find out where he gets his money.
After his big win in New Hampshire, Donald Trump has largely stayed positive. But not anymore, taking aim at Senator Ted Cruz, tweeting, "If @Ted Cruz doesn't clean up his act, stop cheating and doing negative ads, I have standing to sue him for not being a natural-born citizen." Cruz punching back on the airwaves.
Trump uses power for personal gain. Imagine the damage he could do as president.
And for Marco Rubio, tonight is a chance to redeem himself after the last debate. Democrats Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are facing off on the campaign trail in their next battleground state, Nevada.
We surprised them in Iowa. We surprised them in New Hampshire. We're going to surprise them here in Nevada.
Sanders is working to capitalize on his momentum after trouncing Clinton in New Hampshire, and Clinton rallying supporters for a comeback.
I am not new to this fight, my friends. I know you're here because we have work to do.
Just 1 week left to woo voters ahead of their next caucuses. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
One Democratic presidential candidate is heading to Michigan on Monday. Bernie Sanders plans to hold a rally at Eastern Michigan University in Ypsilanti. Doors open at 12:30, but the campaign hasn't said what time the event will actually start as yet. Admission will be free, seats on a first-come, first-served basis. This is Senator Sanders' first campaign stop in Michigan. You won't see any drones flying over University of Michigan in Ann Arbor anytime soon. Leaders say they're temporarily banning drones until they can finalize the school policy. They're worried that drones could interfere with medical helicopters that regularly land at the school's medical center. The restrictions apply to indoor and outdoor drone use and include use by students, faculty, as well as visitors. The only exceptions will be given for drone research and educational uses. If you're looking to start your summer a little early, and with these temps, who's not? Head on down to Cobo Center this weekend. There are hundreds of boats packed inside for the annual Detroit Boat Show. 7 Action News reporter Kristen Pierce has more on that.
The Detroit Boat Show is massive. Cobo Center is packed wall-to-wall with boats, jet skis, and boating equipment. You definitely might need one of these to get around, a floor plan and guide.
The speed boats, the racing boats.
We like all kinds of boats, but today we're looking for a fishing boat.
I just like it all.
The 58th Annual Boat Show here in Detroit is a one-stop shop for all your boating needs. You name it, they have it. This event draws in thousands every year, and it has something to offer everyone, from little kids to adults.
Oh, we're coming back because we're going to buy a brand new pontoon boat this year. We live in Algonac on the water, and we can't wait for summer.
No, I just came here to see cool boats. And the boats here are pretty cool.
There's so many boats in one area. You can see them all. You don't have to run from marina to marina or place to place to see them all.
Just really cool.
This boat show is going on now through February 21st. It's $12 for adults. Children 12 and under are free. At Cobo Center, Kristen Pierce, 7 Action News.
More than 1,000 Detroiters braved the Arctic temperatures for a brief 1-mile run. It's part of the 4th annual Cupid's Undie Run to raise awareness for neurofibromatosis. This is the genetic disorder that causes tumors to grow on various types of nerves. The run is held in 38 cities across the country. It's already raised more than $3 million. 25 other cities held the Cupid's Undie Run in the U.S. today. Detroit hopes to raise $350,000 and become the top fundraising city in the country. Yeah, on a day like today, you want to keep moving, especially if you're in your underwear, I guess, right?
I like the Batman Grundies. That was pretty cool. A few of those going by. Here are the statistics, if you will. That's just telling you more details about the cold. Check out the almanac now. This morning we started at 2, got to 16. We're supposed to be at 21, 35. Those are numbers to remember because we will get warmer soon, but not tomorrow. 63, the record high, and no, this was nowhere near a record. 12 below back in 1905, not 2005, was the record low. So no snow today. We got a little good sunshine, at least at Metro Airport. There were a few little flakes flying around. I'll show you what the radar looks like in just a second. All right, 6 below this morning in Lapeer, 1 below in Pontiac, 7 below for Ann Arbor, 2 below in Pontiac, or Port Huron, 1 above. Now, these are just temperatures, not wind chills. I think the temperatures tomorrow morning will be colder in almost all spots here because the wind is not so bad in terms of wind chill, but it's not stirring up the air, so it allows that coldest air to settle right down to the ground. And again, I think we'll be colder tomorrow. That'll be the coldest of the winter so far. All right, right now to the north, 2 in Sault Ste. Marie, 1 in Marquette, Flint's at 9. There's the actual temperature this hour in Detroit at 11. But again, wind chills are a problem. Right now, it's 3 in the Motor City, 2 below in Pontiac, 0 in Mount Clemens. Again, looks like this will be a problem somewhere from 5 to 10 below for most of the night around here. Not as bad as last night because there's less wind. All right, show you that there are connections again to Lake Michigan with the cold coming off the lake there. Snow showers very light today compared to what happened yesterday. And close up, watch what happens. They fizzle out. Clouds are breaking up here. But again, that blanket goes away, and that allows us to get colder and colder and colder. All right, walking you into Sunday. Here's the afternoon. We start with some sunshine. Middle of the afternoon, the clouds start coming in, and eventually that means some snow. It's not during the day Sunday, but here's the middle of the night. You can see the radar starting to fill up. You notice that's 3:30. That's before rush hour. I think Monday morning probably has white roads out there. So keep that in mind and check back with us tomorrow. But it looks like there could be an inch or 2, most of it done during the late morning, early afternoon hours on Monday, but will affect the morning rush hour. Again, don't forget that. This evening, teens, yeah, just hanging on in a few spots here. Very few snow showers. They're fizzling out right now. It's absolutely cold tonight. 0 for the low. Few clouds going by, but not too many, and light winds. That's a good combination to get nasty cold. It starts that way tomorrow. Sunshine, but cold sunshine. Clouds come in late. We get to 20 in Detroit, and most spots don't get out of the upper teens, I think. A little southeast wind develops. The snow is Sunday night and Monday. Again, looks like an inch or 2. But look at this, 34 Monday and Tuesday. There's a little drawback here on Wednesday to the upper 20s. But Friday and Saturday in the mid-40s with a chance of rain. Not snow. Back and forth we go. Storm Shield, when things change rapidly like that, it'll keep you up to date what's going on, follows you on GPS. And you can also follow Dave Llewellyn and some other folks if you want. Actually, you can follow 4 or 5 friends and family members if they let you, and know what's going on at their house, too.
One of our friends and colleagues, Nima Shafei, pointing out that we are
twinsies
today with our blue ties.
There you go.
Completely unintentional, but you know.
Where's my corsage?
Yeah, well, that comes at 11. Stay tuned. Next tonight, the first family sharing their Valentine's Day love letters to each other. What they say, coming up next. President Obama got a little help in the romance department during a stop at the Ellen Show. The Obamas will spend Valentine's Day apart this year, so they decided to exchange love poems on national TV.
Somebody call the Situation Room because things are about to get hot.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You are the president, and I am your boo.
I, Obama, care about you more than you even know. That's right. Obama cares. But, Michelle, I've made a lot of great decisions as president. The best decision I ever made was choosing you.
That's suck it up, huh? Ellen asked the president how he and Michelle keep their marriage going strong. He says it comes down to understanding that the First Lady is always right. Yeah.
He knows when he's done with the presidency, somebody else is going to be the boss.
There you go. All right, let's switch subjects. Qdoba giving away free food tomorrow, but there's a Valentine's Day twist. You have to kiss someone. If you do, you get a free entree with the purchase of another entree. Qdoba says all kisses count. You can even bring in a picture of a celebrity to smooch in line. This offer is good for tomorrow only.
That's clever.
All right, so a corsage, but not a kiss.
You don't want a free taco, is what you're saying.
Not going that far. And the president, you know, it's Valentine's Day. Right. Where is he? He's off golfing, you know, so
like I said,
it's a good thing that he had that love letter.
Pretty soon somebody else will be the boss.
Yeah,
hey, listen, try to stay warm tonight. It's dangerous cold again. Overnight tonight, we're going to go down below zero in a lot of spots, right at zero in Detroit. These are the current wind chills. It looks like it's really cold for Valentine's Day tomorrow, especially the morning. There'll be some sun, but then the clouds in the afternoon.
Hug your honey. That's the latest from Action News. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here tonight at 11. Good night.